What is going on, everybody? Hope you are having a fantastic Saturday. I am relaxed, chilled, sitting back, just taking notes and seeing where we go in this bull cycle. But one thing is for sure, we've got to be really happy with the market pulling back. And as much as I hate the bear sentiment, there comes a point in time, guys, where things just become a lot more enjoyable, and I don't think that phase is away. First of all, greetings to you all. I hope you can all hear me. Let me just add this to the presentation. I know what you guys are here for. apart from the apart from the lovely entertainment, guys, can you hear me? Let's see. I've been having a few audio difficulties today, but we are live, man. We are live. So is Alephium starting to decouple from the entire market? Is this something that is about to go absolutely insane? And we've got to be, listen, we're not out of the woods. I always say that, but guys, this is this is just the start of something that I think will return money for the community. And if that's the case, I'm not going to complain in 2025. A lot of sleepless nights for a lot of you guys, but we're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. And when I say we're nearly there, we're not out of the woods, but we are headed in the right direction. So greetings to you all. Patriot in the building. We've got Fuad. Hey, everyone. I hope you're well. Yo, Moonlight, what's going on, family? Fantastic. Good to see you, brother. Mr. First Appearance, what's going on? How are you, brother? Ralph in the building. In Belter, family in the building. Great to hear from you. I haven't seen you in the Discord this week, actually. I hope you are doing well. And yeah, you might be traveling, but yeah, greetings. A lovely Saturday to you guys. Not happy about Arsenal drawing, but we are here. And lovely, 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 jubbly. Hi, people. Great day at DXP. Your thoughts on GPU Node AI? Really bullish. Already, obviously, pretty good rentals. Only bad thing is the listings. Fantastic question. Fantastic start, brother. And by the way, I'm going to share the I will be sharing the live stream with you guys in a bit. So yeah, definitely we'll talk about that. We'll talk about crypto. And to be honest with you, no GPU. We'll talk about the whole set. I think that's a really good question. We had Cliff earlier on with some alpha from Dynex. And that is something that is quite good to discuss in that subject. So definitely, Kesa, I will come back to that question. Yo, Chris, what's happening, bro? Yeah, I thought, leave the Discord for a moment. Let's start pumping our bags like Crypto Galaxy, man. There's nothing, guys. There's nothing wrong with Crypto Galaxy. Big up yourself, Crypto Galaxy, because obviously, if anybody's pumping the bags of their community, we should pick them up, man. Shaku said, first live stream on X. Nah, every time I live stream, I tag it there, brother. But good to have you, Shaku. Good to be here. Amazing, amazing. Rainmaker 55, my brother. Apparently, historically, September 2nd is the day when markets dip. Very good question. We can actually look at wait, let me see. Yeah, that's something that I will come back to for sure. You know what? It's funny because whether we go up or down from this point, I think it's quite difficult to tell. Historically, yes, it's been bearish, but you do notice how it's quite known now. Like September is bearish. Like not many people in crypto now, to be honest. I'm noticing a way less in terms of things like viewership and things like engagement. But I will definitely look at that because it could be, and it's something that you said to me, brother. You and I were talking about privately in our private calls or chats, and you said to me, "Look, man, what if they leading us to believe that again this is going to be another historically shocking month?" There is always first time for everything in crypto, and I said, I think I said a week ago, I can't remember, a week or two ago, I said if we go back, I don't think we'll pass the range low at $54,000. Some people were expecting the ultimately to dip below that, but hey, look, it's very difficult to know. I would say if you look at the Bitcoin performance chart, historically, it's always been a bearish month for crypto. It's, maybe it's the children back to school and other things happening that of that nature. But yeah, we'll definitely get up the historical pricing and we will look at that. But do we de-risk? Do we not? It's anybody's guess. 100 is not enough for Alf. What's going on, Jan? Hope you're well. AI tech prediction, 50 or 100x. I think, Frank, 50 is plenty. I mean, where it is right now. So let me start off with, I'll lean towards the 50 because I wanted to talk about Alf, and then I'll come back to all our altcoins and we'll talk about these other questions as well. But the chart that I have up here ready for you is where Alf goes from here. And we've obviously previously talked about this. And yeah, guys, thanks for all the questions. I'll come back and we'll definitely talk about projects and other stuff. But I wanted to see if the decoupling, if you look at this, so this is, I mean, these are all major cryptocurrencies here. And so you've got Tron, you've got Sui, Injective, Kaspa, Alf, BNB, Say. You got all of these layer ones right now. And if you look at the Alf here, it's just been going up. Now, historically, obviously, Kaspa leads the proof of work new crypto layer ones, but one of the main reasons why we're going to see these prices continuing to rip is the fact that the ASICs have now been delivered, some of them. So the more and more that come online, the more and more that hash rate is going to increase. So at the end of the day, in terms of like the Alephium chart, you do have a resistance, and you can see here you've got heavy resistance at $2. But guys, there is a big but here. If Alf continues to stay in this box, which is more than likely now, and it has. I mean, look, if you've got it's got decent support here. So I'm expecting Alf to just linger here if it doesn't smash through this resistance that you can see clearly right here. So every time we go up to $2, we come back down. But that shouldn't discourage you, because I think ultimately the market cap that you need to achieve, your objectives is significantly lower than that of other big layer ones. So tons of stuff happening. Big up to the team. $2 right now. And I'm telling you guys, I did post something just now saying, look, it's kind of a shame, because people will always come back to us and say, oh yeah, I've missed this, or we may capture some new people coming into crypto at the latest stage to buy our bags. It could even be institutions. I've seen dumb things happen in the space. But I tweeted something tonight, and I genuinely meant it, just to try and wake people up, because most of these people are going to tell you they're going to ignore buying a layer one. Look, the logic is quite simple, guys. And I think this tweet just summarizes exactly where my logic is. Because again, I'm holding Kaspa, man. You don't see me talking about Kaspa right now with the same excitement, because I know Kaspa was like, I was making these videos all of 2022, 2023. If you go back to my channel, you'd see nothing but Kaspa videos. So I love Kaspa. I think Kaspa is gonna make me some incredible money. But what else? What else is going to carry the torch for me? And here's what I said: look, the market dumps, and obviously Alf pumps. There are external factors, so you got to take that with a pinch of salt. Do I hold a crypto? Yes. Do I hold enough to consider myself as a whale? No. I'm probably doing God's work here, guys. I genuinely mean it. My Casper bag is way bigger than my Alf bag, but right now, since early this year, I've only been buying Alf, because what I'm saying here is this could set the layer one landscape to give people one more chance, like the Notorious B.I.G. Give me one more chance. This is giving you, basically, you miss Casper, you turned up, they ask you for the ID at the club, and you're singing Biggie, give me one more chance. This is all it is, right? Back in the Casper days, it would have been Casper at 50% of a penny. That's, if you go back to my videos, you'll find some incredibly shocking prices. Guys, all I'm saying to you is, at this point, you will not forgive yourself if you miss Alf. And I'm not trying to create FOMO. There will be a point where I tell you guys, look, the train has sailed, and I'm not buying any more Alephium. But that point is not now. So surely $178 million or even $76 million is peanuts. And why do I say that? Because sometimes you've got to have, you can't just throw numbers randomly, right? You can't just say, look, this is the best. And I was watching and big up Superman went nuclear yesterday on all YouTubers. I don't know if you saw that video. Someone needs to give Superman a hug, man, because I think, he just went absolutely gangster on, he's had enough. But watching his content, I couldn't believe he was like, do not buy what YouTubers talk about. And then I remember 2 months ago, Super was selling Blender at $1 plus. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, this space right now, I was watching this YouTuber. He was talking about the cash. Obviously, Kaiser came up with a very good point in terms of like Node AI, and we will talk about that with absolutely open mind. But look at this, guys. Proof of less work layer one with a thriving ecosystem with smart contracts. And obviously, I go on to talk about and tag the likes of Marathon Digital. They definitely have, obviously, projects like this, because obviously they see all of the mining statistics, right? It's all about the statistics. They see that, they're no fools. Miners go where the money is. But Cliff will tell you, like, a lot of the times, and he does mine a lot of proof of work cryptos, there's a massive, obviously, consideration in terms of the amount of money you waste on electricity. You got to think about regulation. So what Alf is saying proof of less work with a thriving ecosystem and smart contracts. And obviously, these big miners could be mining this at an industrial level. Proof of less work requires less energy. Why do you think mining companies will flock to Alf? So every time we get a little bit of hash rate, because there is a retail ASICs delivery, the prices and the hash rate go up. But if you actually then really think about how Casper's hash rate went absolutely incredible, it was because of the fact that it was being mined. It was more profitable to mine instead of Bitcoin or with Bitcoin. Doesn't really matter. But what matters is savings on industrial scale mining with less energy will ultimately lead to huge profits for those companies. Follow the miners' performance of both price and hash rate. And I just dropped that in. It's not me trying to show you something that's not happening. It's not like one of these proof of what do you call these? One of these proof of stake VC backed pump and dump. There's energy going into the power grid, and coming out, proof of less work. So big up to those of you that were holding. I've been shouting for the longest, saying buy this under $2. Will we get that opportunity again? Sure. This is crypto, right? So if you look at the how long we need to obviously break this resistance here. Let me just, you can see we've got to get past this red line. That red line has always been kicking us back. So overall, man, it's been a fantastic 7 days for this project, and it's going against the grain in terms of the overall picture here. You know, it's a sea of red. You still got the discounts on the monthly. So that's, I would say that's probably my bit on ALF. Do I see this going to $10 billion? I said to you guys, we just need to hit the current Kaspa market cap, and we are good. We don't want to be too greedy, right? We want to start becoming those guys who sell rather than come back down with the bag. So with that mindset, guys, I don't think you're going to have any issues with selling in our group. And big up to all of you, because we all hold this thing. Now, the brother wanted to know Node AI, and I want to start there. I want to start at Node AI. There was a question before that. There was a question before that, and that question was let's go no GPU, and before no GPU there was another one. No, we'll start with this one. Yep. Right. So believe it or not, I have a video of me actually, when I found Node AI and I told the community, I actually used Node AI as a trading, as a fraud detection training video that's on YouTube. So if you go to my channel, you will see Node AI under $10 million. At the time, it had a, sorry, GPU is called. At the time, it had a contract that was easy to pick up. So when I made the video on D.Fi, it was easy for me to catch Node AI or GPU. Now, what do I think of it? I reckon the project is decent, right? In terms of the number of GPUs, in terms of the, I mean, they don't have listings like you've said. So you can see here, MEXC, BingX, LBank. So it's a lot better than the Uniswap days. And this has come down significantly. I mean, I caught this at $7 to $9 million, but I'd never used it as a buy let. It's just a contract exploiting. Anyway, $69 million. This had a recent market cap, which was, yeah, it peaked at around 200, was it? Yeah, 237. So there is a significant, I would say, retrace, and you got to look at the all-time of $2.89, 74%. Now, the people will say, look, that's a discount, and it is in a way. But what I would say is right now, this is one of the better, or I would say one of the smaller in terms of market cap, under $100 million, fully diluted, one of the smaller DePIN projects out there. And I'm talking about small quality. You know, the chart doesn't look schizo. You know, the chart looks all right. You can see here, you know, the closer you pull in, the more you notice that the chart is not really, has been holding quite nicely, even though it's kind of come back a bit. You know, you don't see a lot of peaks and troughs. You just see a sideways gathering of or accumulation. So I do like it. Do I hold it right now? I don't hold it now. And the reason why I don't hold it, and I'm glad I didn't get into it when you know, when everyone was trying to FOMO this. I mean, I talked about it, then I didn't buy it. But this space, we've got to talk about this space. And I love your question, because that sets me up for a whole DePIN discussion. So let's talk about, so let's see who we've got here. So we've got Node AI, we've got DNX, right? So DNX offers you. I mean, the more and more you look into Dynex, the more and more you realize it's actually where we're completely talking about the project just in the sense of the DePIN aspect of it. Again, the chart is very, very glued to the 30-cent level. All right. It's holding up today. The volume was up significantly. Obviously, it's come back down, and the market cap is at $30 million. So it's actually, Node AI is bigger. Having said that, Cliff from our group, obviously the international business development of Dynex, is a friend of the channel. We talked about some incredible alpha. Don't see this project as just a GPU mining. Really, where they are is not only a native blockchain L1, but they're also pioneering in the entire quantum computing space in crypto. They are the leaders in this space for sure. So when you see Dynex, don't really see Dynex as just another GPU provider. I think there's a bit more to the project than initially meet the eye. So after Dynex, I would say this is, by the way, I'm going to gather the competition for you, and then people can understand what opportunities we have. I love the look of this, and I've spent pretty much my whole weekend. There was an unlock today, but I've spent the whole entire weekend so far trying to convince myself about the vesting schedule. And what I actually found was ATH. What I've actually found was, if you are not prepared to hold this token beyond the bull market, you're absolutely fine. Because there's two things with Aether that are incredibly, or three things I would say. One is the fact that they are specifically catering to AI and gaming with their technology. Two, they have direct relationship with NVIDIA, so their kind of GPUs, all of that is actually industrial grade. And again, we were talking about it in our private live stream today. But if you have a look at this, am I actually not locked in? So the vesting schedule is very important to actually see the emission. So you've got, let's see if I'm locked in. Yes, I am locked in. So you can play Aether for 10 to 12 months maximum before you get absolutely burnt. So if that's like, if you could hold your nerve, then I think you should be able to do fine with holding Aether. But look at this. If you look at the tokenomics, where are we now? 2025 January. So yeah, February, there's an unlock here. But look, next year, then it becomes absolutely horrific. What I would say is holding anything between, say, 100,000 to about 500,000 of these, significant. But I think this one is a brilliant project. Unfortunately, a lot of new investors will come into the market, and they're just not gonna dig in to these kind of levels. So that's something to consider. And obviously the way they split this is, they had the airdrops, the advices, and everything else all into one. But from a project perspective, I might soon be buying a little bit of this, because I think, in terms of where I see this going in the DePIN space, I think this one is going to be the only competition for it is IONET. And there was a lot of probably a lot of noise coming from that, but IONET has dropped quite significantly as well. So why do I like this? Well, I like this because A, we try to get into the pre-sale, and B, I'm not in the business of just sometimes market hunting. Yes, we can buy these gems, but the direct competitors of this is Render and the likes of Render and a Cash, right? So when you consider that, let me show you what they have in terms of the ecosystem. So they've got a massive ecosystem, guys. The pros and cons. The first kind of obvious one is this entire space is going to have a massive competition. You already know that the likes of Render and Akash and Dynex and everybody's going to compete for this DePIN space. It's not going to be just one company that comes in and rules it all. But what makes them really bullish is the fact that here they're talking about gaming studios, and as Cliff was saying earlier, they've got the best NVIDIA GPU graphics cards. So, this thing, of course, is expensive in terms of the overall, the GPUs. The price of the GPUs are incredibly expensive. But when you cater to AI, and you can, retail can play this for like 10 to 12 months without being dumped on like massively, and they've raised over $100 million. I think this one, again, I'm going back to Case's point about Node AI. Node AI is completely is fully diluted, but they didn't have $100 million to start their their entire process with. So look, I'm not saying to buy this right now. It's going to be very difficult for people to see the price. I mean, it's at its all-time low. It had an unlock today or near it. But the GPUs, read into the actual GPUs themselves, and then you realize what these GPUs are. And then finally, in this space, one that we don't really talk about, but was recently over $4, and that's IONet. Now, there's a lot of fun in this project. Today it was 148. So of the initial supply, at least 50% is to the ecosystem. Having said that, this is on Solana, right? And in terms of the overall graphics cards and the not just graphics, the GPUs, they are up there with Aether, right? This project's all-time high was like $4 or $5. Again, this has the vesting schedule is something you need to be aware of. But I think we could play this for a trade into a DePIN season, into an AI DePIN narrative, and then sell it. Again, it's not something you need to hold forever, but I think you can get away with the next 10 to 12 months. So that's my DePIN take. There are super projects in the DePIN space, so yeah, consider Node AI. I think Node AI is good. Blender is the other one, and Octa. So the next one I'm going to go to, so just to summarize, Node AI, good to go. Aether, very, very amazing project. It has extreme dilution over the long term, so you've got to be super careful, and you've got to play that to perfection in what I would consider to be just one cycle, right? And then IONet is one on Solana that has all the bells and whistles of an Aether. Again, they are similar in terms of long-term versus short-term. Short-term, you can play in these projects. Long-term, I wouldn't, in a year's time, I'd be fully, completely out. But they do have some of the best NVIDIA has to offer, right? So that's two. And then obviously the Node AI and a Blender, and of course Octa. So these are the only ones I would consider. The Blender is actually down to $14 million. This is the lowest I've seen in terms of the market cap. I hadn't actually realized. Last time I spoke to the to my bro Caveman, this was around $19-20 million. So you can see here it is absolutely decimated, but fully diluted, and has decent exchange listings, or at least it has the typical gates decent in terms of volume, Mexi, and again these exchanges do really well in the Far East, right? Like Singapore, China, and yeah. So Node AI is $14 million. That's a micro cap. This is not a bad project at all, guys. And this is another one to consider. I did a lot of research into their wallets because there were big wallets holding big amounts of tokens, and I wonder if those guys have been selling. It may be worthwhile to go back into that. But if they can achieve what they set out to do, high risk, high reward. So top tier would be Aether and Ionet to compete with the likes of Akash and Render. Then you've got the next ones, the likes of Destra, Node AI. OPSEC is dead. I wouldn't touch that at all. But the supporting cast there, from you've got Dynex, Octa, Blender, and a few others there on the small caps. So yeah, those are all good DePIN projects. Having said that, a lot of people were worried that this whole entire sector would blow up in terms of the Nvidia earning reports, but I think the overall market was already in a predicament. So it was already priced in into the pump that we had the week before. So very good question, bro. Thank you for that token point, because I will be releasing some DePIN buy alerts, and did more research finally and got based. Yeah, congratulations, bro. No, not messing about, eh? Based AI, look, is forming a nice. We were talking about this on the Discord the other day, and it's very good not to FOMO sometimes, because with a project like this, what you have, it just had 4 listings announced, right? So you're gonna start seeing more and more and more people coming on talking about this now, but we're still in a good position. So if this comes down, I did have a technical chart that we talked about today in our VIP for this one. So yeah, based AI is going to be shilled. You can already see the 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 meme guys are on it. 4 coins that will print millionaires. Yo, they're coming for our bags. Honestly, man, in a year from now, we need people like this, because these guys will start pumping our frigging bags. They're gonna tell all the newbies, just like they do with Kaspa, right? You know, but yeah, big up to my man Archetype here. 4 coins that will print millionaires, and he posted it on CoinMarketCap. Turbo Tau Render. The fuck, man. And it's got a logo of Casper in the background. I might have to team up with Superman, man. Superman did the dissing on the large YouTubers. Might have to come with a diss track on all the smaller YouTubers. But yeah, listen, funny guys, man. Brett to $50. At one point, anyway, we're going to be fully allied with these guys. And then the next one is. So we covered that one. We covered that. Chris in the building. I've covered all of this. Yeah, bro. This one is not clear cut. I would say, historically speaking, I think it's going to be quite. I don't know whether people are paying for their kids to go back to school. Have you noticed? Crypto seasons normally, it's just kind of like they roll with life. For example, everybody spends on Christmas, so everyone's broke in January. Historically, January is a shit month for crypto. September, kids are going back to school. Historically, September is a shitty month for crypto. I'm not going to link the kids to it, but it is what it is, man. AI tech prediction, I said, yep, 50x is achievable. The more the project gets flooded, the more the project stays silent. And they're not silent, by the way. As far as I know, they're building. I'm probably waiting for Cliff to get back to me. I'm not even sure if they've reached out to me yet. But AI tech right now is in a very good price. I think you guys are all seeing one thing which is very clear. The moment we start printing green candles, every Tom, Dick, and Harry will run to it. People will buy this at 30, 40 cents, but not touch it at 8 cents. It's human psychology. You know, people don't like buying cheap things. It's just everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses. But if you go to their Twitter, if you go to their page, they're pumping out the content, man. Yeah, so the old man's still hammering away at the data center. I think he ran out of some nails, but he should be getting new stock delivery of additional material. They'll be fine, guys. If you missed our entry at around the 4 cents mark on this last year, it's a good time to buy this. The only thing is, what most investors do, like they would say, they'd look at their portfolio and they would go, "Ooh, let me have a look. Yeah, this one's not doing well. I'm down 70%, so let me dump it and I'll go buy something else." That's all it is. That's all people do, man. And if you look at, for example, I'm going to show you my public portfolio on chain. And if you look at the projects where, we kind of holding, these are not all our projects, but the ones that we're kind of allocated into. And again, there's others in there, but Alf, Based AI, Marvia, AGI in this portfolio, Tectum, AI Tech, Moontropica, which is, Midlayer, Shrapnel, of course, Rio, Carrot, Alt Cloud, Orange, Corpo. And yeah, we continue to build that. But overall, over here, it says 56% of the entire portfolio is in Ethereum ecosystems, layer ones, layer twos, and these could be multi-chain ecosystems as well. But in terms of performance, I mean, this portfolio is right now performing way above the market. Our portfolio right now, obviously thanks to Alf, is killing it. The entire crypto market cap is up by 0.03%. Bitcoin's down at 0.08, which means the alts that we have right now, for whatever it means, doesn't mean a lot. We want to do this astronomically at alt season, right? You want to stay. So if my portfolio is that blue line, I want that to continue ripping away from Bitcoin and the market, especially Bitcoin, when alt season comes. So guys, think of think of these picks. Most of you are quite negative normally when you hold these coins, which is sometimes difficult because if they're not doing much, then you're like, okay, you're looking at daily performances. But if you just buy and hold the right coins and you look at what has relative strength, and we talked about this today, in our group, we spoke about some of these projects, like, for example, gaming. Let's have a look at gaming projects, right? Let's have a look at OTK. So you get a massive down pressure, selling off, and that trend doesn't obviously come out by itself. It has to be pulled out. You have to rescue the ship. So what you see here is OTK showing monstrous strength. Not only did it come out of this downward channel, it bounced up and it started to form a new range here, going sideways. Beautiful. That's a chart I would buy. Now let's have a look at Corpo. Corpo right now, and I do like Corpo. I mean, I've made videos on it, and I'm not one of these guys. As soon as the crypto that I'm holding F's up, Mintlay will tell you that. I hold my bags, and they tend to work out for me over the long term. But this is Corpo, right? Is this dump over? I kid you not. That price tag, for those of you guys who were in VIP, you saw me saying, guys, don't buy it up here today. The price was about these levels. And I said, look, it's going to come down here. And guess what? That's what it came down to. Is it over yet? Absolutely not. 6 is probably the target. So I will just mark up a little reminder here, because I think this price still comes here, and I don't think it's going to eventually respect this. So corporate world could still have a bit of downward momentum around the 6 cents mark, right? I know people don't like to hear that, but it is a possibility. It is an absolute possibility. So, guys, when I this game is funny, man. Crypto is insane. So today, in our VIP, guys, what did I say? Honestly, if you remember what I said, give me a shout out, because I fucking deserve it. Because over here, I was like, guys, we're still in this. We are going down, right? It's still relatively cheap, by the way. We were going down. And I said, look, you can put a buy order here. And I love the fact that I don't big up myself often I don't big up myself in this game, but it seems like, there is method to the madness. If you mans are coming here thinking, DXP, man, do you know what you're doing? Yeah, I found Kaspa, bro. Really? How did you do that? Because I look at charts sometimes and I make the right choice. And when everybody dumps, I don't sell my bags. And I don't think bread's going to $12. Oh, yeah? There's another good chart, by the way. Star Atlas. Star Atlas comes down, crashes all the way, and people think, oh, okay, it's dead. But look, it's trying to form a new range. And I won't buy or do anything until it comes out of that box. Another decent chart here. Look, rain. This came all the way down and started to form a sideways channel. Could it dip down a bit more? Possibly, but could it go up? And now look at this burial site, Myria. No chance it's even decided to come out of this dip yet, right? Because you can see the channel is absolutely working to the T. This thing came down and continues to go down. And you can see there, this, it's no joke until it goes above that and uses that descending channel as a support. There is nothing to indicate that the project is going to be coming to live anytime soon. Having said that, you notice I've got 2 golden lines going across here. So what I would say is, if you would have put an order here today when we spoke earlier in the VIP group, you probably could fill that order quite easily. And all it means is, ultimately, if you fill an order below, you could get yourself 1 million Myria tokens for $1,500, right? So don't FOMO, guys. Ride this thing. I think we're still gonna have a bit more chops. But look at the chart of Myria and compare that to OTK. Right? Let me just bring it down, just in case you think my chart placement is quite high here. And guys, technical analysis and all of it's bullshit. It's reading simple patterns. It's understanding simple patterns like this. OTK came down from this. Okay, don't listen to anyone. Just look at this. Okay. So it came down. Then what happened? Well, it found a strong support here and then just absolutely ripped, came down, and that's a wick, right? Don't mind working with wicks, but look, the price is in this box. Ultimately, even if it comes down a bit more, you do understand that it has the ability to come to life compared to other charts like this, right? Curtains, the team at Shrapnel has been fighting internally. Who confirmed that was Elio Trades the other day. So is this dump over here? No, but this is the lowest it's ever been. And obviously, if they continue to work on the project, we may see some more life in the in Shrapnel. But right now, it's not the chart to buy. This is another horrific one. So this is GFAL. Right? all your favorite gaming projects are absolutely slam dunk right now. So if you look at it's got a reverse from here, and we could almost argue. Sorry, let me just be a bit more fair to this chart a little bit. We could almost argue, could we start looking into a period of sideways from here? Because I think this is the lowest that it's ever been. So yeah, gaming is absolutely screwed right now. Mavia is a different case altogether. You can see here. So when Mavia came out, guys, and you might be thinking, oh yeah, this is your favorite token. So Mavia wicked to our $40, right? And obviously, when it came out of the traps, it was incredibly bought up. But if you're looking at Mavia right now, from this low to this high, I mean, all you've got to see is very clear. I mean, we are almost at the end of the of that entire pullback, and if you remember, at $1.24, guys, this is an incredible buying opportunity. All right, Moon Tropica, beautiful chart. This one is an absolute gem, guys. This one is gonna be fine. But you notice that obviously, again, selling with the market finds support, and then it starts going towards new sideways motion. And whenever it comes down, it doesn't actually go below this box. I mean, you could have picked this up at $5. Right now, it's sitting at $22 million, and yeah, and an absolute gem right now. So that's gaming for you. Just to give you a quick rundown, in terms of the layer ones, Alpha is the best chart in crypto right now. So we don't really want to talk about it, but we do want to talk about this beautiful Kaspa chart. I know a lot of you are holding CAS, and I know a lot of you are thinking, yo, what's happening with CAS these days? Without people telling you that CAS is going to $100, $40 or whatever. But one thing you will notice, right? Have a look at this, guys. This period of consolidation for CAS, okay, the chart is, this chart rips apart Ethereum completely. It absolutely takes the cake out of Ethereum. So CAS is solid. I still see the 10 to almost 20x at the maximum level. But for now, I've put a buy order there at 14 cents for a reason, because I think it's losing a bit of steam there along with the market. So if it does come down, if you want to set out a limit order, then you've got to go around that 15, 57, around that market. That doesn't guarantee you coming there, but that's where it goes. So CAS and ALF are absolutely fine. Another one which I absolutely think will be the silent Solana competitor, where the meme coins are going to migrate to, is Sui. Now, whether we like that or not, it's not up to us, right? Like, but Sui, look at the DeFi, look at the Sui wallet. You just need to. Everyone's talking about the Coinbase wallet. The Sui wallet was there. If you remember the Sui airdrop back in December 22 to January to March 23, you had to just sign up, and you've got a web wallet with your email address. And of course, they had those little NFTs. But this is after Tron. The migration of meme coins is going to go to Sui, guys. So get yourself familiar with the ecosystem. This thing is still almost half the size of Kaspa, right? You got to keep that in mind. I know we've got, obviously, we love our Kaspa. Kaspa is going to go to the moon. Trust me, I want that. But I don't want to block opportunities out of people. The Sui, for me, after these unlocks at $2 billion, 50% of the Kaspa market cap, with massive institutional backing. And I think Sui ecosystem is where I want to play with things like CETA's protocol. I want to see what the Sui pad does. But the one that interests me the most is probably CETO's, maybe Turbo's Finance. But $2 billion in market cap. This is probably the fastest layer one. Therefore, they are only going to do one thing, which is to try and do a meme season like the Solana one that we've just had. Just to show you Sui ecosystem. Where are they? Yeah, this is a super interesting ecosystem. I mean, I've got several projects that I'm already looking at on this, but Cetus is the #1 DEX in terms of DeFi, and along with Turbo's Finance. But this one is pretty good because it's Sui and Aptos, right? So, and then obviously Navi protocol, and these are the DEXs, but there's an entire meme ecosystem there, guys. And now, for the first time ever, they are going to start talking about gaming, and they've developed a few games. I think there was a launch last week of a Sui gaming project. So yeah, silently, things are coming over here. Meta World, whatever. Guys, just pay attention to this. Not financial advice, but if you fall in love with one thing and it lets you down, then that's it. You're not really mentally diversified enough, because crypto YouTube has conditioned you to take my picks. I'm gonna mess up the community because of my picks, right? The ship's gonna sink, but I'm still the captain. My ship. Everyone here has been told, do not buy large caps. And then obviously everybody looks at the render coming from $500 million, $1 billion in March, April, May 2023, and does a 5x or whatever, whilst your small micro cap hasn't done nothing. Now, vast number of people are saved because of the performance of the likes of Kaspa, right? But you got to find a balance. Sui has to be on your watch list, and then obviously then you can do things like this. So what I've done here is I've got a project called Zealous. Now this is way down the line in terms of the proof of work layer 1 gems. Zealous is something that is so small, just had a Mexi listing. But listen, where does that go? I found myself Kaspa, I found myself Alephium. Now I'm finding myself more proof of work cryptocurrencies like Zealous. So I do watch Zealous, and the other one is Argo Coin, AI. You notice majority of these are all layer 1s, right? And yeah, it's dropped down. It's got a bit of on the daily. Let's have a look at the daily. I mean, that is not the chart to be buying right now. And is this the recent listing? So yeah, you just have to put this on your watch list, wait for the dump to finish, and then take advantage of it. So those are the layer 1s. So I've updated you on the layer 1s. I've updated you on the DePIN and AI. I'll just run through the chart here. Based AI here. Chart's just ripped. I mean, we need to find support. Do we see any patterns here? Are we looking for head and shoulders? I mean, this is on the, we've got to go to yeah, no, it's, yeah, I thought there were certain patterns, but it was probably this. AGI, your favorite, the lithium. Microsoft, Google. This is a fantastic project, guys. Don't be put off by the chart. Ultimately, this was one of the strongest charts, one of the fastest rises to fame. A project that went up so quick in November that it just left everybody behind in terms of accumulating. We got in all the way down. I think the chart doesn't go as far back. Where did we get into? Yeah, this level we got into here. It's around that 4 cents. So this was my initial buy alert around these levels. And right now, obviously, we are up from there, but we came very close, under 10 cents. That wick was fantastic, but it got bought up quite quickly. But still in this downtrend, I really believe that AGI is going to be one of those ones, but I want it to come down a bit more, see how it reacts to this channel. And once it finds support over here, so once we get to 15 cents, we start spending a bit of time between 15 and 16 cents, I think this thing goes absolutely ballistic. But I want to see price forming above here, guys. And then only then you start taking more. I mean, if it comes down by the house, I would say I'm not really worried about AGI. I think even now is a decent buy price. So in terms of AI, it is one of the better ones at $100 million. Don't be afraid by the market cap. You're not going to be the one that's responsible for putting this into $5 billion. You know, we've got to have much more money flowing around in crypto, and that's something quite interesting. But this is a look. One of the biggest questions I get is, should we consolidate AI tech and AGI? I mean, the similarities in the website, and it's a very good question. And you have to do you at some point, because you have to have capital concentration. If you've got a bit of money in this project, but you've got majority of the money in the other project, then it's better to consolidate. But if you've obviously got an equal amount and it's decent, I will say hold. But I just wouldn't swap one for the other just for the sake of it. I think you've got to have to really think about it. But it's almost like AI tech and AGI go into the same portfolio, and with the likes of based AI and other kind of layer one projects, then it could be something that you may want to consider. But there's partnerships here. These guys are building. I think this gets to Binance, and then we'll have a massive rip. And then after that, it comes back down to earth a little bit. But Binance or Coinbase on the card, I think it's a wonderful project. So in terms of the chart, I would say AGI is in this zone. I would be interested to scoop some more if it comes down to under 10 cents. In September, we may get a chance. You never know. Stack your limit order, guys. The chart of AI tech, we talked about it. Let's have a look. AI tech right now, 7 cents perhaps is the, I mean, where it is right now is quite nice as well. But I still see us coming to kind of like this line here, this line that I drew. Perhaps maybe if we go to where we are, I want to see a reaction between these two lines, right? And the price difference here is really negligible for these DCA orders. And then apart from that, if we lose that, I mean, we've got another, we can move down a little bit, but I don't think it's 6 cents will probably be the absolute floor here. AI and DePIN, Dynex, yep, it's got to find support here. So I put that out today, and that order looks like it's already been hit. So congratulations to anybody who's picked this up. But you can see here the price is always 32 cents for Dynex. Still incredibly undervalued, with a massive view of the quantum computing aspect for me being the main driver of Dynex. So yeah, guys, look, I just wanted to update all of you with where the thinking is. Is an altcoin, a particular altcoin right now, a good one to buy, or do you wait and set limit orders? I will go with limit orders. If you want to know how to do that, join the lads at the DXB community. And something me about TARS protocol. Yeah, under 10 cents is probably where it's coming down. But the majority of the price action so far has been around that yellow box over there. So could we see a slight deviation of the trend? Could this start moving down? Possibly, but do not FOMO. Take small bites as always. TARS protocol right now, it is man, everything is a buy led. I mean, today you just need like $10,000 of dry powder, and you set a bunch of limit orders. But TARS AI, $15 million in market cap. So yeah, let's see if the influencers can get this one out of the hole. But as a chart, is pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. And then of course, I don't know why, but when I did the buy alert for spec, a lot of people weren't feeling it. It just had to be one of the kind of more rugged, kind of Velcro type to its level cryptocurrencies. This is an AI play on base. And then we looked at OFN. Yeah, OFN is a no-go zone right now. But look, at 9 cents, I don't know, man. It's a decent layer one. I've never really disliked the project at all. AI layer one, but I think here is the below 10 cents is where it's really attractive to buy this. So if you wanted to buy this, you can see if it comes down a bit more, maybe to that 7 cents level, put a cheeky limit order there. And the bottom of this being around where it is right now at 933. Bitenza Tau came out of the channel. Let's go all the way to the wicks here. Pretty massive downward channel here. Came out. It didn't hold the support, you can see, and now it's literally coming back. So if that becomes resistance, then we could be looking at these, bottom of the range here. I mean, if we start seeing a 210, the lowest we saw here was 165. But do we come back one more time? And I think the answer could be yes. At the moment, it's just failed to hold. We just want to see where that candle finishes. Alt is another one that you guys liked. It's probably a bit unfair to check this chart currently the way it is, but I've been buying this under 10 cents. That's the psychological level. And then, of course, yeah, so that's AI and DePIN, and I think I'm done. Macro charts. What are we looking at? Bitcoin right now. Sheesh. Few scenarios here that are playing out, but I think Bitcoin comes, if the worst comes to worst, guys, it comes down to where we are over here, and then boom. But before that, there's obviously levels of support. Dominance is not really come down a lot. You can see Bitcoin dominance at 57%. And guys, just so you understand the dominance, historically, if we go to the weekly, you've got to come down below 40, right? 2021 dominance. Where are we? Where's the 2021 low? 2017. And then we had, 2021. So 2021 dominance came down in this range here. And you can see anything between 40, below 50, but really 45, 39 was like the fireworks. 39% dominance. And look where we are now, 57%, guys. So when they tell you the bull market is tomorrow, they're obviously not telling you the right information. And this is, the worst performing Ethereum dominance in a bull market for a very long time, 14%. And so guys, look, that's all quite comprehensive. Smash the like if you get any value out of this. And now I shall come to my brothers. If anyone is around, guys, please do let me know, because I want to have a chat real quick before I keep it moving on this lovely Saturday night. And yeah, no one tell me if Man City have won. So yeah, I've just dropped the stream into the link. Feel free, guys. The name of the show is Let's Talk Crypto. You don't have to show me your face. Don't have to show me your hair, where you are, what you do, and I couldn't care as long as you connect and we talk about crypto. And bro said, did more research on based AI and finally got some. Congratulations, bro. You shall not be disappointed with based AI. In fact, I can tell you right now, just wait for a few more months and all of the YouTubers you'll see will be talking about Alephium, based AI, blah blah blah. That's the way. That's the way it is, man. That is the way it is. But this is a beast of a project. And when people say, "Look, I don't get paid by these projects. I buy this on Mexi. I can show you what I'm buying right now." Like, geez, man, this is not a paid shill, guys. I DCA like all of you. Here's tokens that I bought. Wow, Relio, Alt, Orange, Corpo, Carrot. there's some projects I'm buying right now with my own sweat, hard-earned USDT that I've mined under the pressure of the sun. Brother Hamza said, "Bro, I cannot join the Discord because I don't have a credit card or Apple Pay, so that's why I said read my DM on X, USDT address. Sure, bro, I'll send it over to you. I'm so sorry, man. And listen, man, bro's been telling me that I wanted to join for a while. And guess what, man? This community doesn't. You're not going to miss anything. We'll update you in every sense of the way. Joey, if you're around in Belter, Yeti, Frank, anyone who's around in the last kind of 20 minutes of the show, I'd like to talk crypto. What are you buying? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Do you think the September is going to be another blood in the streets September? Yeah, guys, come on, don't be shy. Saturday night, guys, please help me. I have a $1,200. I think I'm reading these questions so late. So, based AI, Mavia, Alf, or TARS. Oh, that's not even a. So, Alf today is pumping. So it's definitely not Alf today. So you've got to really buy strategically. I think today the bag there is Mavia. From again, are you just buying one project? Are you all in? It really depends. But of all the charts that I look through, the one that presents the most value to me on the current performance is Mavia, followed by, I'd probably say, based AI has cooled off a bit, but yeah, not bad at all. Not a bad list. You've got a great list there. Yeti, come on. Hope you're doing well, bro. Going bigger than yesterday. He's just shooting guns. Oh, Matt, how are you, bro? Yeah, it's flexing hard. Guys, sorry, I'm gonna have to scroll forward because I think I'm 10 years behind the live stream. But yeah, let me know if it was valuable today, man, because we're changing up here. We're stepping up our game. It's nice to get a bit of feel with the community. If we got 60, 70 people, we should have 70 likes, man. It gives me more energy to keep doing this, because it ain't easy to pump the bags. Or I should just do it like Galaxy, man, and say, look, man, this crypto is going to $1,000. Where's the caveman at? Peter in the building. Nice move. Appearance did what? Let's see. I'm selling AI tech to buy more alpha based AI. Bro, listen, like I told you, I'm not married to the bags, and you will definitely not offend me if you do a move that I think will help you in the long term. So congratulations. Conviction is there. Then obviously we have to go with it. Sui unlocked tokens was today. That's why Sui went under 80 cents. Good old Sui, 79 cents. And I believe the unlock was total unlocks progress. Previous unlock was there. Yeah, today it had an unlock, or it will have actually, to the dot. In 2 hours, 38 minutes, there will be an unlock. So maybe a small Sui short. No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, it's kind of important. Like, it's happening today. And, let me just come out of this. that after that, you can start buying a little bit here and there. But I think Sui would be, at least, if you hold some Sui for the meme casino, that is surely gonna happen. But this has been kind of like trending tokens with their unlocks. Surprise, surprise. Let's have a look at Ondo. Ondo is an interesting one, right? So 139 days, 2 hours is the mother of all unlocks, and the value will send the market cap almost tripling. Like, there's going to be $1.26 billion worth of Ondo tokens that will be unlocked in January, 18th of January. Don't say I never told you. It's right there. Take a screenshot. When Ondo is going to be releasing that crazy number of tokens, guys. And yeah, it's kind of like that's why I bought Rio, and that's why I've actually diversed into another token there. But yeah, good question, man. Can't risk the drop. Get stuck with AI tech. But by the way, if you're doing it based on my analysis, listen, it's not a cert, but what we're doing is the probability, and some altcoins will perform better than others. That's just a fact of life. At the end of the day, and I think what I'm looking more, I'm looking more for strength rather than just liking a token. And yeah, it's a good time to obviously look at these. But token unlocks, man, check it out if you haven't got it. Token unlocks, token.unlocks.app. It's absolutely brilliant. I use the paid version, but you can see here, certain there's people right now front running these. Pendle here, 3 days, fairly small actually, but nevertheless it will still impact the price if we are still dumping. Echelon Prime, 12 days. What's the size? Yeah, so right now $7. Set a little alarm, see what Prime is doing in 12 days. I think the unlock is small anyway. But all of these are the VC backed tokens. And let's have a look at layer ones. Akash. Pretty much all the big projects. That actually, interestingly, that tells you something, right? These projects will have these unlocks. And I'm telling you, some of these big market cap cryptos that have these VCs will still end up doing numbers, because sometimes you just need exchange listing where your 100x, small cryptocurrency can hardly, needs community funding to list on an exchange, really. So yeah, layer twos right now are completely and utterly dead. Look, you got the likes of Miria. When is the unlock here? Yeah, so no unlocks for Miria for a very long time, at least for another almost a year of significance. Interesting. There's one IONET here in 10 days, and that's $3 million worth of the token. So that could be quite interesting, guys, seeing how these unlocks, because the funny thing about the unlocks is if you can time it, you'd actually get a decent amount of tokens, considering if you know what the schedule is, right? So anyway, that is that. All our cryptos will go to the moon, guys. Be patient. If I was to buy some cryptos today, I will definitely buy the ones on our list. In particularly, Marvia seems to be incredibly down, but there are tons of other very good projects out there. And yeah, something to do with these old. Jesse Berger has some. I think there's a conversation going on there between the lads. on major sell. Yeah, I think OFN is right now as a layer one is completely effed. What up, David? How are you, brother? Hope you're well, guys. Hope you're smashing the likes. What is this? Yeah, StreamYard, guys. Look, if you click on that, you'd be able to chat with me here for a few minutes before I leave. Belter, thank you, love you guys. Otherwise, man's gonna wrap it up. Get myself a nice hot chocolate because it's cold tonight. My AC and keep it moving. Isn't it better to short the market with only 2x leverage when we know that they selling everything into USD? I think it's a very risky. Anytime you any level of leverage, just I mean, if you've got a good understanding of how these market manipulators move the price, I don't think it's the leverage alone that gets you wrecked. You know, these guys can see the order books and they work to it accordingly. But I do actually find everybody's different. You know, when it comes to things like that, usually after I finish a live stream or when I'm chilling in a coffee shop, I like to trade the range on the low time frames, and I find only a few coins very successful. You know, because you know exactly where they how they range, right? But yeah, I wouldn't advise at that kind of level to leverage. Yeah, Peter, look, AI tech is still in my opinion, you know, a very good investment, and I think the level of where it is right now makes it even more attractive, right? To buy DCA slowly. Miria and Manta, the only layer twos. I agree with you, man. I think look, Miria's narrative right now, again, the chart tells a different story. But if you remember when Miria was like over 1 cent, you know, there was so much hype. Where have the YouTubers gone now? You know, where the YouTubers at? Who's pumping the bags? Who's talking about Miria? That's why, you know, when you're independent and not kind of attached to any project, or you know, projects don't pay you, you can just tell the community the truth. Was Miria's hype because it was an incredible technology, or was Miria's hype purely because people were talking about layer twos and scaling Ethereum, but Ethereum's not pulling up any trees? Guys, I got a special guest in the building, my brother Joey. I'm gonna bring him on. How are you, brother Joey? Good to have you, man.
Yo,
How's things, bro?
good man, good. Just buying up these dips.
Man, God bless you, man. Listen, we've been smashing it today with Alf. Thanks for the updates.
M- it's about time.
It's about
It's
time, bro,
about
man.
time. I wish
I,
I'd buy more.
it's okay. I think we'll get
Yeah,
so opportunity wise. I always say every asset runs a little bit. Now it's running into resistance a little bit. So when we look at the overall market, we see this $2 resistance here. That's, you know, that red line has been absolutely a menace. You know, rejection here, got rejected here, and now it's obviously touched it. We just want to see where that daily candle closes. But if we look at the lower time frames, we're still grinding around these levels. So we just want to see. I mean, we're bouncing off here, but I kid you not, it wouldn't even matter for me that much, because I think the levels that we looked at the Discord the other day on that post, we're really working market cap. The price is completely irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. I mean, the market cap for us is just where we need to be. So it's one of those time travels. I wish we can go back like last year. You know, I'd make a
yeah,
video after video, man, 5, 10 views. You know,
man.
shit
I was
microphone.
I was checking the levels like every 2 hours. Like I'll just keep climbing, climbing, climbing. I say, wow, it was crazy.
Bro, I don't know if you saw my tweet today, right? Because one thing I was thinking about, like, here's what investors do, right? They kind of look at things, and if they are valuable, or if the price is low enough, the consumer psychology is no, I don't want to buy this. It's cheap. But look at this. I remember when CAS was similar market cap, right? So let's bring out CAS. And this is look, Casper community is incredibly proud, and we're going to talk to the Casper community in a diplomatic way because sometimes they come out of Crypto Galaxy and they believe this thing's going to go to $40. And big up
Oh,
crypto because we all hold Casper. The Casper we hold will change our lives forever. So we're not bashing Casper here, but have a look at this. This was even May last year. Casper was at $400 million. So
yeah.
let me just. I want everyone to understand, like, what are these guys seeing? What's Joey seeing? What's DXB seeing? So if we look, Casper here, everybody would have loved to have bought Casper at $200 million. This was April 2023. Now, remember the dates for me because we now, 170, let's just put it 182, right? You can see here, it was the last day in February 2023.
I bought gas, but lower than that too.
Right. But look at the
I
market
was,
cap.
yeah, still lower than Alf.
Much, look, about the same. So if we say this
Yeah,
range, but if you look here, nobody was buying this. 99 million. At some
no,
stage, this was $50 million. Um, but I want you to remember the last day of February 2023, right? Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the price. Let's have a look at the price of Casper on that day. And it's always interesting because everyone's asking me, man, do you see the similarities? It's not me, man. It's the
it's the
miners.
charts.
It's the charts.
Yeah,
So if we go back, I mean, this wouldn't go back that much, but let's go to the weekly.
man, where
Uh,
Cliff? Cliff out there shooting more guns. Where
Cliff,
Cliff?
Cliff is Cliff is he's doing crazy numbers. Now look at this.
Yeah,
I just want to show these guys. Go to this coin market cap, man. I've bought a 47-inch screen, right? And the resolution is off the grid. So I just start losing like the edges to bring back the browser. I'm like, so February. Let's go here. There we go. This is so last days of 2022, 2023, February 28 is what we want. There we go. No, that's not it. So February 28 is here. January. On that particular day, when the Casper price was the same as Alf, the price of Casper was 1 cent.
yeah, crazy.
Right. It was around that 1 cent mark, and it stayed there for. And you remember? I mean, I've seen your Casper bag. Actually, wait, 007. Then it went 27. Yeah, it was just coming up. It was basically 90% of a penny, 0.009 on the 28th of February 2023.
You was
Same
buying
market.
off that low?
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't get out that low. So you have a bag.
Dude, I'm still holding the bags from 2024. I mean
Yeah,
2022.
22. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, man,
And we've got
I've been buying a lot of Mavia lately. I trying to reach like the 10,000 token level. Oh, caveman. No,
caveman.
What's up, guys?
what's up?
Hey,
Hey, I'm driving, of course. I,
you
I,
through
I
the
live in
wall.
the vehicle. I live in the car.
How are you, brother? God bless you, man. Are you are you having a shootout with Cliff? Yeah, I think we lost the brother, but he'll be back.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Okay. You there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But when I left the house, I lose Wi-Fi till it kicks onto the T-Mobile, whatever they call it. Anyway, after the live stream this morning, I kind of went and grabbed as much extra cash as I could get. I sold a little bit of profit in Alf since it went up like crazy, and I went and had to get as much Dynex as I could.
Did
Oh,
you
you
After
sell
took
that
your
this
profit?
morning. What's that? No
Oh.
cash. No, I didn't sell my cash. I still got my cash. I did good today.
Okay.
I did good today. But I'm actually thinking. I'm thinking that I need more Alephium. So I may just dump some more Kaspa into Alephium.
Oh man.
I figured, from what I had, I'm right at 100,000 Kaspa. I figure I could go down to like 60,000 Kaspa and still be good. So still, say a $2
Normal,
mark, that's not a bad little run from a nickel. You know what I mean?
normal selling.
Well, it depends. If
We only buy now.
I don't have anything else to buy, I have no more money to buy. I can only sell to buy. I can only swap. That's all I can do is swap. You should have seen me this morning. I was running errands with my wife during that live stream, and I'm trying. So I have to use the easiest place that I found from myself to get Alephium is on CoinX. Well, of course you got to do it. You got to use a VPN. So usually I drive everywhere. I have her drive, and I'm trying to do everything in the car. We get to the place we're going,
Right.
and I could not get any kind of signal in the store. So when outside, I'm standing in the rain, trying to get everything to work to be able to buy Alephium in the rain. It was pouring. It was horrible, but I got it. We're good. Hello?
Hey.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't know what was going on.
I think DSB.
Yeah, he did something.
Lads, can you hear me?
Yeah,
now we can.
Yeah.
It's just breaking news. The missus was asking me where I was, and I was like, I'm in the metaverse.
As long as you're in the wilder world metaverse, you're okay, and not the sandbox or the Decentraland. You'd be pretty bored there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Even though the sandbox did make me a shit ton of money last cycle.
So guys, look, Adam was asking us what we think of the world or planet, as it's called. I think we've talked about this one before. I don't know if you guys remember.
What is
but
that?
it's an interesting concept.
It's
just
a plant and tree type of crypto. Like you buy the
Yeah.
company, plant a tree.
So the utilities are quite interesting. I mean, at the moment, this project. I mean, Adam's always gem hunting, man. Look, $4 million. Look at the exchanges. Very decent. Bybit, Gate.io, BitGet, Bitmart, CoinX. So they've got a decent amount of tokens, and tokens. Decent amount of exchanges. So yeah, I do like it. It's just the fact that I think even the circulation right now is going up to 85%.
What is the utility though?
What is it?
Yeah, it's called Planet. It's an RWA. So it's tokenized and.
Wait, so they're tokenizing planets now. Is Elon Musk in this one? Is Mars on there? Wait. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to ask. I am so sorry. How funny is it that those people stuck on the space station are getting rescued by their nemesis SpaceX because Boeing was the one that got them stuck up there, and Boeing couldn't go get them? That is so funny.
Boeing been messing up for a while now.
Man, they got wheels falling off, doors falling off. The only thing they're missing is a person being sucked out the door in mid-flight.
Hey,
that's why I don't fly, because that would be me. If that happened, I'd be the one flying out the damn plane.
By the way, lads, it's almost like sorry, Adam. I do like it. It's just in the watch list at the moment. Haven't really made any bites into it. But look, continuing about this discussion with Boeing, ever since they messed up the what was the popular one? The Max, was it 737 Max? Was it 7?
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, they
I
took.
don't know much about planes. I don't fly.
Well, they took. Yeah, that's right, man. The mileage on the car, bro.
Yeah. If I can't get there in a car, I'm good. I don't even like boats.
By the way, if you remember the original Flintstones, there was an episode where they obviously they were having they were chilling on the wings.
Well, yeah. That's what I do when I have to fly somewhere. I get my pterodactyl, my seat, I strap on, and I go. I feel safer that way because the bird doesn't want to die either. So he's not gonna, you know what I'm saying.
But the crazy part about Boeing, they were cutting costs, but the CEO got like $100 million pay raise.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Well, the same thing with The funny thing is, have y'all heard? The store. Everybody pretty much knows what Goodwill is, right? Goodwill, right? You donate stuff to Goodwill all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know that they're closing? Like, I don't know how many. I want to say it might be in the hundreds of stores around the United States because of theft.
Theft.
It's donation. Yes, because of theft. But check this out. Right. But my wife was telling me this. But the CEO makes like $500,000 a year. So it's like,
that's crazy.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Because I think Goodwill gets subsidized from the government, so the government give them money to stay open.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but they're closing stores because of theft. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a win-win situation. Why would they close stores? But that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's why the main thing, I've said in the chat many times, we plan on starting a charity. We're definitely doing that, right? Because when you look at a lot of these charities, like Susan B. Komen, that's the big breast cancer one, right? It's all around the world. Do you know that only 3% of the money that goes there actually goes to breast cancer research? The rest goes to paying everybody's salaries and stuff. And they get a lot of money. So I'm not saying we're not doing like a thing like that. We're doing more for like single families, like single mothers, single fathers, stuff like that. But it's insane. The what's the word I'm looking for? The annuity.
That's
how much?
That's why.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like how much they get paid. It starts. I want to say it's like $700,000, and then the COO gets. Dude, they're all making over $300,000, but they give 3%. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you see all the big heavy hitters. Hey, you mute caveman.
What's that? I'm muted. Oh shit! Hold on.
No, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Come on.
Loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay. When I start cursing, everybody hears me.
So caveman bro, what did you buy today?
Dynex. I grabbed like almost 8,000 of them today, and that's all that's everything I could scrape together. That's all I could scrape together.
8,000. That's a buy.
Yeah, but I need more. After that news today, I need as much as I can get.
Hey, that's why I was just as you were doing that today, I saw you in the movie Heat.
In the movie Heat? What? Do not put me anywhere with Robert De Niro. I used to like the man. Now I want to slap him.
Why?
Oh man, because he is just he's a libtard. He's just a libtard. He's a libtard. Let it go like that.
Big up yourself, man. The Game of Crypto. We're gonna have you on the channel, bro. I'm just this is a really good brother. Hopefully he'll join us next week. Wouldn't be stupid to be better. Okay, it's a bet on a Sui ecosystem for multi-billion than Sui itself. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, Investor Squad, bro. So what I was saying was buy Sui, small amount, get a Sui wallet, and then see when the madness comes, we're there to go. But listen, if you've got like a 20, 50, some of the people in our group, you'd be surprised how many whales we have. We've got the likes of cavemen just buying 8,000 Dynexes a day.
So I am
Easy.
far from a whale.
Uh,
Far from a whale.
or
DXP.
alternatively, is Cliff missing because maybe
Oh, Cliff is
That's
a
the
whale.
whale. That's the
That's the
whale in the
whale.
group.
That's
maybe caveman just invited him over to the to the Big Easy and
I've been
DXP.
trying. I keep telling him to come to the best coast, the South Coast, but he ain't coming down here.
Where you at, caveman?
New Orleans.
You in Mr.
Yeah, I live
Dirty
in New
South.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
DXP,
yeah,
what you
big up
been
brother
up, man?
Johnny. Brother Johnny's
What-
joining us from beautiful Lisboa.
I will
Enjoying
be
that lovely September weather, man. That's a different place, crypto friendly. If you guys are looking for somewhere to settle that's crypto friendly, Portugal is not, it's not off the list. Exodex gonna fly.
I'll be
So,
close to
boys, look.
Portugal in October.
You're in Barbados, right,
Joey.
Joey?
No, I'm in the Bahamas, but I'll be in Turkey.
Oh, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
caveman thoughts.
I'll be in
See,
Turkey.
I
Jumpman,
saw it
what's
on the
up,
chat
bro?
this morning.
I'll be in Turkey in October, so I'll be close to Portugal.
What you going to Turkey
Peter
for?
said,
Oh shit! I'm
Man,
sorry, DXP. Talk, man. My bad.
no, I was just I haven't seen Jumpman, one of our boys, for a while. I hope he's well. And then Peter said, when Alf hit $2, we're going to all-time highs. Yeah, so we still have a
It's
lot of
already there,
resistance.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a bit of resistance there, and so
I think it hit 206 and went down a tad.
yeah. So if you look at this,
It's at
$2.
205.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
incredible. So we may
Hey,
just
just
hang
wait
around.
till like
Oh,
January when we're saying, just wait till it gets to $40. Just wait till it gets to 35, 50, 60.
conversation.
Because we will
never-
be saying that. We will 100% be saying that.
But if you
We
look
can have
at
people.
this,
We can have newcomers in the chat saying, "Should I buy Alephium now? It's only $18."
hey, we got to spare a thought for those guys, man. Don't forget, there'll be some of them will be coming from Galaxy and those types of guys. So, they'll be telling us, man, Alf, can you go to $2,000?
What? Boy, I'll be a neighbor DXP.
Oh,
Not
bro,
gonna-
I'll be like, please,
Man, look,
please,
$2,000,
please,
I could buy a
service
piece of
department.
Dubai.
If that happens, I'll be like, guys, speak to Joey and Caveman.
Not
And,
even that. These crazy price predictions for Kaspa. If Kaspa go to $20, I
Oh
move
my
into
goodness.
I move into the
Please,
space.
Yeah, right.
We'll be some
Exactly.
kind of
I'll be
billionaire.
on the ISS out there floating around waiting for Elon to come save my ass. And when he gets there, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna call him for an Uber to send me even further."
But a lot of people talking about a $10 Kaspa. Like a lot of people believe that price, like $10 for Kaspa.
Bro, this is
I don't think
Caveman. Next summer, Caveman will be
Yeah.
orbiting the Earth.
But I'll have my own. It'll be bigger. I'll have a porch. I'll have my dogs running around out there. Yeah.
You watched the new Alien movie?
Not
Alien?
yet. Not yet. Not yet.
That don't go floating around over there.
Listen, alien.
We don't know what out there.
Man. Yeah, those
Hey, so bro said, guys, first appearance, look at this. It's a trick question for the Caveman and Joey, man. You guys take this one because 350K
right.
Casper or 25K
What?
Alf.
You get
I mean, first of all,
you get way more multipliers of 25K Alf.
I think so too.
I think you get
Yeah.
way more multipliers. But I love Kaspa.
yeah, I mean, if I
Hold
was
on,
looking for
he have money like this just to, man,
Listen, first appearance. Look,
for his appearance
Not
get to
me.
25K Alf.
let me let me tell you something, right? First appearances in our group, right? Remember, I was saying to you guys that there are whales like the cavemen, but the difference is, the caveman's he's the people's champion. He's out there, and he does the people's elbow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But first
Hold
appearance
on.
is a serious brother, man. And I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but one day we were having one of those portfolio discussions. So he sends me a message. It's like, bruv, if you had to put $50,000 in these three coins, which one would it be? So we were going back and forth, and my whole thing was, do not put 50,000 in one coin right now. We want to put 5,000 here. We're going to put 1,000 here. We're going to put 7,000 there, right? But yeah,
You see, I don't know how to do that.
He definitely a
no,
whale.
no, he genuinely means he can buy.
Oh
with
no,
one
but like I
transaction.
don't know how to I don't know how to if I had $50,000 and I was looking to I would probably pick two coins and dump
With
25 into
50K.
each one, and then just ride it all out, just for the simple fact that from what I've learned, and I may be wrong, but when you have more of a project that of a quality project, I
Hmm.
think you will I think you will do better than being spread out over a whole bunch of different ones. It's also
100%.
easier to hit your limits and get out of things when even if you have 10 coins and you put say 5 grand into each one. They're going to be doing this at different times. Whereas
Right.
if you have two coins, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the simple-minded caveman, the less the better.
But of
What do
course,
you think about that, Joey?
I agree. Uh, I mean, depend on where you get into projects.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get into project at the bottom. So, you could have many projects, but I think you have to pick at least 4 to 5 quality projects. If you have like 20 projects, and like get down the size.
Yes.
I agree. Look, and I think it's also a question of lifestyle. Another thing that
Yeah,
people
I
don't
think it's
realize.
kind of like whatever creams your Twinkie. You know what I'm saying? Whatever one you
Yeah.
want better. Yeah, yeah.
But even, bro, even beyond the coin, have we ever considered our lifestyle sometimes and the impact it has? So for a business owner who can, lock his office for a few days, few hours a day, and somebody who has a team, that type of thing, someone who's managing, they may get away with having multiple coins. But if you're working, you're coming home to kids,
Right.
price action is happening right now, and obviously you're tracking 20, 30 tokens. You're already tired. You're mining more USDT. I think sometimes people forget the impact that our daily lives have on our decision making process. Like I've seen situations where I've left a leverage trade open because my daughter walks into my office, and I'm like, oh, let me take her to bed, and I'm like, what am I getting alerts for? I totally forgot. It's
Right.
just on 100x
Yeah.
leverage, and I was meant to be in there for 20 seconds.
Now you're playing like me. I still can't believe that happened to me the other day with Nvidia earnings. Oh my goodness, that was horrible.
By the
That was
way,
horrible.
do you have a list of tokens you trade successfully, like the patterns?
You know what? Honestly, I have the one that was working very well for me for a while was Aave
Right.
and Sui. They were working well
Sui
for
is the
so
one.
long. Yeah, it because it's kind of easy, so to speak.
You
It's
put
when I get to the ones that I don't really know too well, and for some reason I got a buddy who he trades Phantom all the time. And he does great. I trade Phantom, I lose money. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know. So I don't trade Phantom anymore. But by far my favorite's Aave or actually Chainlink,
Yeah, the other
just
day you got
because.
wrecked with Pendle, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that.
yeah. Because usually I try to find the ones because I usually do it while I'm at work. So I try to get the ones that don't move so fast, right? So I can like
Yeah.
usually in the morning I'll set it and then I go about my day. Like a couple hours later I'll check it, and I don't put a stop loss in because usually I catch it at the bottom of the range. So chances are slim that I'll actually get liquidated. Now, many times I'll go look and I'm 85% down, but I just hold it. It'll eventually come back up. But with the NVIDIA earnings, everything just kind of crashed, and it just.
You trade with leverage?
Oh yeah.
What?
I use like so. It the way I do it is I'll throw like a lot of times $50, $100 on like 18, 25x leverage and roll that way.
All right, that ain't bad.
Yeah, no. But if I'm gonna put like more money into it, it won't be any more than like a 5x leverage, but that'll be something that I'll be holding for a while. Like I'm talking like a week or two.
Yeah, I don't trade, but
yeah, I gotta stop. That's good.
Yes.
That's good advice. Don't do it.
But sometimes when I bought, I do put in a little $50 trade with 100x leverage. I just lose it in 3 seconds. So
yeah. I remember last summer. This is when like the depth of the bad market.
In all of us.
Yeah, like I don't do it often. Like once a month, I'll say, let me just play with this leverage,
right? And
I'll do like 100 at long. Trust me.
Well, do y'all remember like when Pepe Coin first came out and it was on MEXC for leverage, and you could put $100 on at any leverage and then just watch like you're up $100, $200, $300, $400. You close it out. So then, my dumb ass, because I'm fucking retarded when it comes to money, I will take all that money, put it back in on another like 30x leverage, and it'll go up, and then it'll dump, and I'll lose all my money. I've done that so many times. I've turned like $100 into like $5,000 and then lost it all in one trade, like the next day. All the time.
I have to say,
so that's what I started doing. So now every time I win money, I take a percentage and I throw it into the spot account. And then I take it and I throw it into the spot account. And then but the problem is that when I lose all the money that I have left in my trading account, I start taking from the spot account, putting it back in. So it's a horrible circle.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't want to get addicted to. I don't want to be a trader. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
His logic is brilliant. Like he normally looks at the 3 minute, and then he checks the 5 minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you only trade up to the 15 minute, right? When you're on the go, like no more like 3, 5.
Yeah, that's all I do.
But I don't know where we found you, bro. Like I think this is the biggest win for us as a community in this bull run is just discovering my brother, man. Sometimes I sit back, relax, and I'm like, yo, I'm the guy who found Lionel Messi. Forget about Ronaldo. The caveman, right? We wake up in the morning. Somebody was asking me the other day, hey, DXB, check your DM, right? So I'm thinking, something's going down. Maybe the brother sent the tokens to the wrong wallet. Let me get there. And he goes, I haven't seen the caveman. It's like 9 o'clock UK time, right?
Oh,
12 o'clock in Dubai. I'm like, dude, time difference, man. He's not awake yet. Just hang tight. But is he okay?
Yeah. When everybody starts really on there, it's like 3 o'clock a.m. my time. So by the time I get on, everybody's almost ready to start going to sleep.
Oh, bro, I was like, yo, listen, don't wish anything bad on the caveman. He's all right. He's just like, it's 4 a.m. Like he's not up yet. He goes, no, I haven't heard from him. I said, since when? He goes, like, I think about 6 hours ago. I'm like, let the man sleep, man.
Yeah, I need to look. I don't want to do it on your channel. I need to actually start a YouTube channel because I don't even want to talk about crypto. You know where I want to go, and I'm so afraid of getting people canceled, like getting their YouTube channel canceled, and because it happens to me all the time on Twitter. Well, not so much no more, but like on Facebook. My wife kicked me off of the Facebook page of the family page because she was like, "Is your husband okay? Is he really crazy?" And then I'm like, "No, it's facts. I'm telling you, it's all facts." And I start sending links to people.
Wait, I got a special guest for you. So
there he is.
What's up?
Thank you, Cliff. You made me 100% broke today. I am completely broke. Thank you, Cliff.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
If Dynex doesn't do 100x from here, the caveman's coming for you, mate. Full read. Yep.
Did you get a chance to have a look at the? Did you get a chance to look at what I posted in your Discord?
Oh, it's we can't talk about it.
Yeah,
I
Oh, we
thought.
can now. Oh, we can now.
It's live.
Hey, I gotta mute y'all. I'm gonna turn my camera off for a minute. I'm gonna mute y'all. Give me a
All
couple
right,
minutes.
bro.
I gotta go in this restaurant and grab food. My wife's gonna kill me. So how do I do this? This. All right, and then.
So yeah, the new Dynex GPT is ready. Quantum
Oh, it's
LLM
public.
is a actual reality. It's so we're not quite public just yet, but I got the go ahead to go and have a proper chat about it. So welcome to an exclusive.
Well, guys, wait before we spit the news. We're just gonna have to share what we're talking about. First of all, before I actually display this, can we can the caveman hand over his keys?
What, to his Kaspa wallet?
Casper's not going to be happy with this, man. So there we go, guys. What we're talking about is
no. Check your Discord. I dropped an absolute bombshell in your Discord.
Oh, holy crap! Wait. In the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
DXP, you want to see that yet?
Oh,
breaking news.
All right. Good afternoon, British Airways. Is the call center? One second.
Oh, yeah, Cliff, that's pretty big.
Oh, continue, guys, but not.
Oh yeah.
Not the alpha. I'll be back for that.
Oh, I knew he'd be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
that is crazy.
Hey Joey, I've been having fun out here. What can I say? I can't not come to America and fire some guns, right?
Yo, man, what state you in?
So I'm currently in Ohio at the moment. But I'm down in Delaware for a couple of weeks.
So they have open carry there?
No, gun range.
Oh, gun. Oh,
so
it's crazy. You need to go to open carry state.
Yeah, you need to come here. Open carry all day long here, buddy.
Yeah.
Open carry, concealed carry. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Well, I sent Caveman a couple of pictures, and yeah, I was like, I'm sure he'd be proud.
You had me ready to go. I was ready to go myself, man. I was. Hold on, let me get this all back on.
Drop the pictures in the Discord, Cliff.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, yeah. It was he was playing with some nice toys. Toys.
Yeah, AR-15, 9mm, 45 Colt, and 12 gauge shotgun.
But I saw the shotgun. It's a nice.
Oh yeah, that shotgun left a big old bruise on my shoulder this morning.
I bet it did, man. you need to shoot one with a pistol grip.
Still good fun, though.
Yeah, the AR-15 nice guns, but if you have a chance to shoot an AK-47 and see the difference in the kickback,
it's a big difference.
That's a fun gun to shoot, the AK-47.
Yes, oh yeah,
very fun.
On my list.
You can't even aim with that.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
I'm back off shooting tomorrow. So
yeah.
The friend in Ohio wants me to do a proper shooting range and do some big distance shooting with some really
like an outdoor range.
Outdoor,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why I shoot when I go Arizona. I shoot in an outdoor range.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah. Actually, that's where I'm thinking about. Me and my wife are actually talking about moving.
Well,
I'm talking about it. She's not too keen on it.
But Arizona,
around the Scottsdale area.
That's where I be. That's where my girl live.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never been there, but I want to live where, like, mountains. So it's either there or Utah, and I'm not a fan of the cold. So
now, see, I'm waiting for Caveman to come over to the UK and then be shocked when he can't go and get a handgun.
Yeah, I would freak out. Yeah, I'm not used to that. Like I just think it's insane that y'all are not allowed to have guns. It's weird to any American, because it's just we just have them.
You can't.
Well, I mean, you can. No. You can use an old school bolt action rifle if you really wanted to have some fun.
Oh,
use some period sort of time, but handguns, no. No,
Yeah,
not at all.
same here. Same here in the Bahamas. We can't have handguns.
Yeah.
Just shotguns.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I
we
carry
can
a gun
go and do
everywhere I go.
shotguns. The only thing I really do fancy doing in a shotgun next is probably a Dragon's Breath round. But
Well,
I know full well that's going to probably take me off my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever hit them with slugs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My buddy's got one of those. It's a semi-automatic 12 gauge. It's got a big drum. Yeah,
Nice.
Man, it's cool
Nice.
as hell.
Caveman, I thought you were gonna say
So,
fully
Mr.
automatic.
Caveman, Mr.
I was
Caveman,
going to say what?
please tell me you've still got that bag of Kaspa.
Yes, I still got my Kaspa. Wait, what would you say, Joey?
I thought you was gonna say a fully automatic shotgun.
No. Oh no. Oh my goodness, I won't even. Dude, no.
That's
You wouldn't have a shoulder after that one.
no.
There's no way.
Oh, the bruise on my shoulder
Cliff.
today, man. Probably like
I got
that,
all my Kaspa.
like that big on my shoulder.
That's a 323 round, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was big. It packed a punch.
No, AR-15 is a 0.6, 0.36 or something like that.
Damn it, it's me. Hold on, it's me. Fucking bullshit. Okay, I'm back. Jesus. Yeah, so that was the round you were in your AR. I mean,
yeah, I was as big a round as they would let me fire down there. So I think we can go bigger tomorrow.
It's 0.62, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do apologize for making you broke, Caveman.
No, it's okay. No, it's fine. Because I know I won't be broke in a little while. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm good.
Oh yeah.
That's the goal. The long term.
Look, right after that, like I said, I'm sitting in the rain doing everything because I couldn't get the signal in the store because I needed a VPN. So I'm trying to. So when you put a VPN on the phone, everything slows down. Like the phone lags and everything. So I got the VPN on. I'm listening to the live stream. I'm trying to get on CoinX to do everything I got to do in the rain, and I come back in and I'm drenched. So we're leaving, and my wife says, "Hey, I want to go. We're gonna go look at this stuff for the house and stuff." I'm like, "No. She's like, "Yeah, but you told me that we could put some new floor in the bathroom." I'm like, "No, not no more." Yeah. So I had to explain to her why we couldn't. And then I explained to her, like I showed her the screenshot of the thing you put on the Discord of the chat GPT thing.
Yeah.
And she says, "Hey, we use this at work for sometimes at the chat GPT thing." And she says, "Is this working now?" I said, "I don't know." She says because she works at a big hospital. Hospital.
Yeah.
But they
actually, she'll be really pleased to know that we're just getting clearance, but we should be HIPAA compliant. So for healthcare and medical assessments and stuff.
That's what she was asking. She said, "So does this mean like it would probably be better than the regular chat GPT?" I said, "I'm sure I won't be biased on anything." I said, "So yeah." So when it comes, she's going to propose it to see if they can use that in her hospital when it's fully out.
Hey, I guess I could always fly down and
come
and give them a demonstration.
Right. Well, it's a big. I'll tell you offline, but it's a big. It's huge, and it's nationwide. So
nice. Yeah, we should definitely have a chat about that.
Yeah, definitely.
But, your wife a doctor?
No, she's a RN, but she works in like interventional radiology, virology, all that other stuff. So
that kind of thing is exactly what Quantum's really good at, right? So medical diagnosis, being able to, take 50 different things that it might have, wrong,
really,
and then narrow it down. Oh yeah, like you can.
So wait, hold on. I that's my new job. Let me get this, then I'm gonna become a doctor. I'm just like, what's wrong with you? I'll just tap it in Dynex GPT and say, okay, this is what's wrong with you.
I mean, the biggest thing that's probably going to come out of what we're doing is the cost overhead, right? So most people realize that the premium version of ChatGPT is what, like $20 a month,
Something like that. Yeah, I think
something
that's
like that. So we're gonna look and see if we can. I'm pretty sure we'll price beat it, to be quite honest. But it also lends itself into, like, so for example, a hospital could actually run their own GPT, train it on their own data as well.
Really?
It stays then obviously all in house, and then the GPT just takes the data compressed, sorts itself out, deals with what it's got to do, the request that's being, asked of it, and then pumps that data out to you. X-rays, we can only see certain proportions of X-rays with the naked eye before you have to start really getting into like deep sort of tech stuff that can actually look for you. Again, you could train Dynex GPT to actually understand how to look at X-rays and how to diagnose X-rays, and then give you an answer there. Oh yeah.
So you guys,
look, I don't know any. Look, I'm a caveman, literally. I can barely use a computer. I do everything on my phone because I understand it. But
well, it'll be available on an app. Cool. Don't worry, I'm already working on it. It'll be available on an app.
That just sounds fucking cool as shit.
So you guys will be integrated in like Google Chrome or Windows Explorer?
We're working on it. That's the plan, is to release a bunch of plugins that should allow you to utilize it from, whether it be your phone, your browser. I guess even a games console could potentially do it. It's going to open up all kinds of new things for us. And obviously LLMs are, where you get really, really different, one end of the scale to the other, because you've got obviously a big one like ChatGPT,
and that's a live language model. That's what that's
so a large language model.
Okay.
So and then obviously the basis of what runs an LLM is NLP, or natural language processing. So that's how it takes your data, the question you're asking it, and interprets it, right? We're actually going to get really like technical with all of our release once it comes out. The breakdown of how it works, how the token system works, because our token number, and you can think of tokens like the short-term memory of a ChatGPT. So I don't know if you know this, but if you talk to a ChatGPT long enough, it'll actually forget what it's been talking about.
Really?
Because it runs out.
I've never used it.
Honest to God,
I've never used it. So
it runs out of tokens.
I use it for everything.
Yeah, and if you talk to a ChatGPT long enough, it will actually forget, and it can even start what's called hallucinating, right? Which is where it will be absolutely adamant that that this question is accurate, even though you know full well it's not. Like, you could turn around and go, "What color's the sky?" and it'll say red, and it'll be 100% adamant that that is the color of the sky, because it loses its memory, right? And that's what these tokens are about. Well,
that's
we've
what
been able to
happened with half the
expand
country.
Yeah,
they've lost their memory.
So Cliff, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
I know you remember, like, say a year, 2 years ago.
I'm putting you guys.
Oh, I think Caveman's quickly shooting someone.
So yeah, I have a question. Like,
sure.
Like a year or two ago, I know they said it's coming down heavy with regulations on AI and ChatGPT, and you guys could be compliant, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%. We're already working with lawyers right now to make sure that we're covering every base. So we've got a cover for MiCA in Europe. We've got GDPR in Europe for data privacy and data protection, and then you've got HIPAA in America for medical professionals and client patient data. Right. So we've got to make sure that we're completely compliant across the board, which is going to take some, lawyers and working out whether we need to tweak anything. But we believe we're 100% compliant. And then now that you've got GPT in the equation, we also have to list out somewhere on our website what the training sets and the training data that it's running, because that's a new rule in Europe. Any GPT now has to have a historical, what it's been trained on, Because if I train it on one set of data and it's very biased, then obviously that's fine. But you need to tell the people that are obviously using it that training data might be biased.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that we're trying to aim to do is make this as transparent as possible, which is not something that all the LLMs do out there. So, you know, like ChatGPT doesn't tell you exactly where it's trained from at all. They don't. They just say it's trained off of, you know, tons of data online, but that doesn't give you any idea whether it's going to be biased or not. And that's the big part of you know, any GPT at the moment, is that most places don't tell you where it's trained. So it's a bit of a weird one, because realistically you'd think that in this day and age, especially with, like, you know, a ton of new transparency requests these days from all sorts of projects, right? The ChatGPT is one that doesn't it gets a pass because everyone already uses it. But it shouldn't be the case, right? Shouldn't be the case at all.
So once you comply in the United States, then you comply in Canada too? So
Correct.
Canada, okay.
Correct. Yeah. We're going to make sure that we're compliant everywhere. And if there's a new set of rules that we need to be aware of, then we will make sure that the lawyers cover that off as well. Yeah. Because we're not taking any risk, right? This is a massive leap forward for that kind of technology, right? Massive.
You don't want to pay government fines.
No, hell no. I mean, just to give you an idea, like Mika, right? So the new rules around crypto assets in Europe, right? That comes with a fine of, like, well, it's a minimum of 7 figures. It's a minimum of 7 figures if you get fined. So yeah, we're not planning on doing this stupidly. Like, Dynex GPT has been in the works now. Oh wow, 8 months. 8 months we've been working on it. So, you know, it's not like it's just become available. We've been working on this a while, and that includes obviously all the legality side of it as well. Because, like, if we're not compliant, then realistically it's worthless, right?
Right.
So that for us is for us, that's the most important thing. Is to be compliant, to be, you know, covered under regulation. But if we're dealing with medical data, we've got to make sure we're compliant, right? That's people's medical data we're talking about. If I turn around and told you got 3 days to live, and you go and sell up everything because you think you've only got 3 days to live, and then we go, oh, sorry, we made a mistake, we just, like, completely screwed a person's life. That's devastating, right? That's really devastating. So we don't want that. We want to make sure that our data that we're trading from is, you know, very, very high, like, quality data. So not just random stuff offline. You know, I'm not going to go and tell it to train off WebMD, for example, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, we're going to actually have proper healthcare professionals help train this. So
give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second.
Are you back, DXB?
Very interesting. If you held Dynex over, so from October, the breakout happened in pretty much like just now. Look, if you look at this, it's up against Kaspa.
Like, trust me when I say I feel everyone's pain around the price. Believe you me, it's not something I'm unaware of, right? Like, but if you look, Okta got smashed just as hard over the last couple of days. You should have seen the rant that Tariq went on this morning. He was not a happy man. But it seems to be that, you know, this is some of it's the consequence of us having a privacy chain before we deprivatize from Mika. We're slowly having all that privacy unlocked, and now everyone's starting to send their funds out. It's unlocking that. So we're now, I believe, 93-ish% totally deprivatized now. So we're almost there now. We're almost
Do you,
there.
do you know your best match as a cryptocurrency according
What's
to? So here's some projects you know very well. You know Flux well, Casper well,
that? Yep.
Tau well,
Yep.
and then of course ASI well. So what basically CoinMarketCap does is it finds, you can super group these projects together that
Yeah.
are similar. But interesting, like, you've got stuff like I mean, again, Flux is an interesting one because in terms of your overall price performance, I think what you've found really, really well here is a base floor. This thing doesn't go below 30 cents.
Yeah, I mean, we've been very fortunate. I mean, up until quite recently, we hadn't dipped below 40 cent in 18 months. You
In
know,
18 months, yeah.
And what we're
Has the
finding
website been
with
updated, Cliff?
what with the new GPT stuff, no,
The
it'll
whole
be
thing
it'll
gets
be
lifted.
updated. No. We've had a few tweaks. We've been tweaking, based on some feedback from our community about some of the wording. Same as we've changed up the wording on our blockchain side compared to our enterprise side, for example, right? So the wording's slightly different. There's less of the technical terms, so to speak. So
Quantum research
but
here.
yeah.
Anybody who's interested,
Oh yeah.
I love that because it
And
kind of makes it.
well, I think then I should also invite you to be one of the participants in the new university course that we're doing then.
I need to. Quantum is, and guys, just for the audience's sake, because earlier on we did it in, I think we did it privately, but I just want to show them something. So this is, if you Google, and I didn't even know this because the only thing I tell Cliff every single week is, oh, I've got more quantum news, quantum computing here. This crypto is doing quantum. I look at this.
Yep.
So Coin Bureau, the largest, obviously, crypto influencer globally.
Oh yeah.
Very good guy. I mean, no one's obviously, everybody who's in this space has come across him one moment or another. Quantum computing will be bigger than AI. This is what he said 5 months ago. I encourage
Now imagine
you guys
what happens if you put quantum and AI together.
Quantum AI. So when I mean, ignorance is a bliss sometimes, but I wanted to know, could you,
Sure.
I mean, eventually, could there be, and again, I'm not being a conspiracist, but I think a lot of people would want to know, can quantum computing break Bitcoin?
Oh, I knew somebody was going to ask this at some point, right? I've had these conversations with a few people, right? So
Right.
what you're talking about is whether or not quantum could actually break SHA-256. The answer is a bit complex, shall we say? But let's for argument's sake make it nice and easy for people to understand. So, could quantum break SHA-256 with enough qubits? Yes. There's actually an algorithm called Shor's algorithm that actually allows exactly that, right? To break certain levels of encryption. However, we've already talked about this, right? Dynex has no interest in allowing that kind of services to be run on our chain, on our network, or even on the quantum side. And we will do everything in our power to make sure that that doesn't happen, because and that's why we've got an ethics committee. That's the whole reason for the ethics committee, right? Ethics committee is there to make sure that if there's any job run that is not above board, and necessarily breaking passwords is not technically a break in the law, right? Because there are certain things that have to be tested, right, to make sure that we can get the digital fingerprint for exactly that kind of thing, right, to stop people from abusing the system. We understand that, and it's a really cliche thing, like with that kind of power comes great responsibility, right? It's ridiculous to say, it's very cliche, but like when you've got something that powerful, if you don't have some rules around it and what it can do and what it can't do, then people are going to immediately abuse it. And the first thing they'll do is abuse it from using it to break Bitcoin, use it to break other wallets, use it to break into banks, use it to break into, you know, corporate infrastructure. That is not where we want to be. So, and that's why we have some of the best, and, you know, maybe I'm a little biased on this because I wrote the code, but we have one of the most securest fingerprint techniques that's probably live on a blockchain right now from that perspective, to be able to see what job's running, to be able to understand what job's running, and to be able to put stop to it before it even touches our network. So, and that runs before it gets uploaded to our network. So we're trying to stay one step ahead. And the fingerprints get updated pretty much daily with new fingerprints. So I think we're up to around 50 or 60,000 fingerprints. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things, right? That we got to stay one step ahead of everyone else, like myself, who could potentially have the ability to abuse it.
so Gnex Code now said we're far away to have enough number. That's, I guess, listen, at the end of the day.
Okay, so you say that we're far away from having enough physical qubits. Okay, what about simulated qubits? Considering that Dynex holds something in the region of around 100 million qubits worth of compute.
Damn.
Is that enough at that point? Because that's the problem, right? The moment you go that big, now you have the problem. So yeah, that's the biggest worry for us, is to make sure that everyone is safe using it, whether that's safe from a usability perspective or somebody using it on your system.
So who's using the Quantum One? I mean, this IBM Quantum System. I mean, it looks like
so
an
that is the
alien,
largest. So that is the largest physical quantum that's currently out on the market. It's 1121 qubit. That is the biggest physical. Yeah. We're way beyond what that does. I mean, I run more than 1,000 qubits just to do Sudoku, just for fun. So, I mean, why not? Right? It's there and available. So,
listen, I honestly, listen, Caveman's gone ahead of me in terms of accumulating Dynex, so I'm going to buy some more. Not financial advice.
I knew as soon as Caveman saw the little bit of news that he'd probably get all, you know, get all bad again and go spend money. You know what he's like. He can't turn down a good opportunity.
Cliff, when are you back?
So I'm back on the 10th. The 10th.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
back.
So you still got a bit to go.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. I only got out, what? When did I get out? Wednesday I came out. So yeah, I'm here for 2 weeks. But I'm also meeting some clients while I'm out here. So yeah, I can't say much more than that. But yeah,
right.
I'm not just here on. I'm not here just solely on work, or vacation, shall we say? It's a bit of both.
So are we back to the just before I go, because I've got to go to the missus? Are we back on here?
Which bit?
Because this is how we met. If it ends up coming on, this is how this is my thumbnail, if you remember. Are you going back to the NASDAQ? This is something, obviously, now when I look back on it, you know, the whole thing, guys. If you haven't read this, obviously follow the big man on X.
Actually, I think there's even a copy of the interview on our YouTube channel, by the way, on the Dynex YouTube channel.
So for everybody to see. and I encourage you to check it out because I think the whole thing is quite spectacular. But listen, brother, I'm gonna make a move. Having said that, as always
All
with
right,
your
man.
wisdom, give us 5 projects.
Ooh, what? As in like super low market cap stuff, or what? Like,
As
because you know I
you
could just
mean,
literally just pull a trigger and just tell you 5 that are coming for Dynex, right?
on the ecosystem.
Well, you know one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know of
Okay,
one.
I let me get my Dynex first, and let me catch the caveman. I think he's caused me to do the FOMO today because I saw a green candle pop up. I'm sitting in front of the charts the whole day, and I saw a little spike, and I didn't realize. In fact, looking back at it now,
Actually, I've
it's
just had a
got
really
sizable back.
interesting message. I've just been contacted by the devs over at Zealous for an audit.
Oh,
So
you know what that means. And the other one as well, on your return, hopefully would be able to get with our exclusive AMA that you've cooked up for us. So there's a lot coming up.
oh yeah,
I've got to.
oh yeah. You're gonna get about to be very busy, my friend. I think.
We're I'm gonna have to need quantum computing to help me here.
Oh, there's an interesting comment in the comments I just spotted. Cubic is better and fundamentally stronger than Kaspa, and Dynex, but Cubic doesn't actually have anything working. There's my personal opinion on Cubic. There's a lot that's good around Cubic, but they still don't even have a white paper out yet. Which is in my view, if you're going to say that it's better and fundamentally stronger, then it needs to have a white paper, right, to be able to actually say it's that. Also, the shall we say the founder, he is a little. He loves to big up a very large talk. So far, I've not yet seen much in the way of deliverables. Right, I'm hoping for Cubic because what they are actually trying to do is very lofty goals, right? And I appreciate thinking big. I appreciate more than most people about thinking big, right? We do quantum, like you can't really think much bigger than that. So I would love nothing more than Cubic to hit their AI gas like with the ground running. But what you're talking about is AGI. Like AGI or artificial general intelligence, right, is literally a myth right now. Like literally a myth right now. What we talk about as AI is machine code learning, right? It's not AI, it's machine code learning. I don't like the term AI personally. I think that it's thrown around too much. But I would love nothing more than Cubic to land AGI, right? Absolutely. It's great for the industry. It's great for crypto in general that they've managed to do it. But if you do a little bit of research on the people running Cubic, then you'll also see why I have my reservations, right? And I've been in this 10 years. I've heard a lot of great stuff come through and be promised, right? There's very few places that deliver on their promises.
Right. So you've
got to. When I first talked to you, I said quantum LLM would be a game changer. Did I not?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think the look in terms of like investors, it's always difficult sometimes to pin out. But I would always say if you look at the GitHub repositories, you would see who's developing and who's really not.
Yep.
Especially if you're a serious project and you're not updating your code. And,
here's the other bit that bugs me so much about Cubic, right? They claim to be decentralized, but they actually determine when it goes to the next epoch or the next block set, right? If they're deciding when that happens, that's not decentralized at all, because they're making the choice. Now, our blockchain is decentralized. Our blocks move on whether we choose them to or not, right? That's part of the blockchain experience, right? blocks keep moving. Correct. Our infrastructure for us is decentralized, right? All of our miners, for example.
Right.
What is centralized about Dynex, and I've always been open and honest about this, we are a business with a blockchain, right? So we choose how to integrate that experience to companies, right? We're not just, this isn't just for the crypto guys here. We're trying to build a sustainable business model for years to come. And that's a very different prospect than just another crypto project, or at least it is for me, right? That's why I signed on to do Dynex, because realistically, we're trying to do something that's sustainable for the future.
Well, this is, look, at the end of the day, I think the level of development is astounding, and I think the next leg of the market, I mean, most investors will look at the price action, but if we forget about price and we look at what's going on in the real world today, solving problems, routing maps with a fleet, or using a computer in a wind tunnel, or whatever it might be, I think you guys are at the forefront. But listen, I've got to shoot because my wife is
of course,
waiting
man.
for me.
No
here.
worries. I thought
Everybody,
I'd just pop in and give you a bit of an update.
No,
Like I say,
please.
if you haven't already joined DXB's Discord, by the way, you really should, because this man works really hard, right, to actually put in the time and effort to help people. It's one of the very, very few people that I actually appreciate for the work, because you bust your ass off, man. You bust your ass off for this, right? So
you make it easy, to be honest, because you know, sometimes you got to pinch yourself. You know, we got someone like you in our Discord who's able to audit code, who's honest, who's a Bitcoin whale, who's you know, who's somebody who's honestly a massive credit to the industry. And whether it's working with all of these projects, whether it's someone, you know, recommending someone to us to do an AMA.
Sure.
Ever since we've had you, man, we
actually,
really
if you'd like, I actually have some contacts at Cubic. If you'd like an interview, I can make that happen.
Let's do it.
And then you can ask them the questions yourself. Your community can ask the questions themselves as well. I think that would be an even better way.
I mean, my theory is this. I mean, every project so far we've done together in terms of like AMAs and everything like that has been tremendous. But I really want to thank you.
Tariq would like another AMA at some point, you know. I think
Tariq's
also got some. Well, I think also Okta's got something coming very, very soon as well. I can't spoil his thunder, man. Tariq will never forgive me for that one. So, but yeah, I would say that if you like, I'll reach out to the team over at Cubic. We have some connections over there. And I'll see if I can get somebody over to have a chat with you.
Amazing, brother. Thank you so much. And listen, you know,
no worries,
one day
man.
we'll be able to look back at all of this and
well,
and
just think also
change.
October, my friend. October, I'm going to be in the UAE.
We're going to be, we'll go for a round of golf as well.
We should do this in person.
Yeah. But listen, thank you so much, brother.
No worries, buddy.
Before she cuts the electricity off, God bless you all, man. Thank you so much, man. You're all part of this thing. So in Belter, you're one of the founding members. Thank you so much to my lovely sister there. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, amazing Saturday. And look, Cubic AMA is better. Man, it's already sparked off, but
there you go. Yeah. That's exactly how you do it.
Thank you so much.
Do it properly, right? Take care, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon.
Take care, buddy. Thank you so much. Cheers, brother. Cheers, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye. Bye.